had a small exhibition in their museum, and I built this cabinet, which was kind of like the first iteration of the Museum of Ennui. And then I built kind of several of them since then.
Uh-huh.
And so, um, ennui is a French word that was popular in the late 1700s, and it
Uh-huh.
kind of means, it's like the state of not having anything in particular to do, which is why I thought it kind of went along with doodling in a way.
Right, right.
And I think the reason that the French word is used rather than the British tend to just call it boredom, but it's actually got a lot more subtlety to it than that, and I think that's why we use that word.
Mm.
Um, so
Yeah, yeah, because if you, in at least I remember in the UK, if you call something boring, it's a big insult. If a
yeah,
person's boring, that's like the highest insult ever.
yes, that's right.
Which is interesting. But ennui is a little bit of a different thing. It's more, it's actually kind of romantic, right? It's a little bit more of a
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's got a tinge of sadness to it, but I think it has to do with like the upside of ennui. I'd say would be the the detachment. It's kind of like what you were just talking about with the changes becoming a bit more internal. I mean, we had a lot of ennui thrust on us that was maybe not welcome, but
well, for
without
American,
without a
for
without a bit of
Americans, it's not.
right.
Americans don't want to have ennui. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's about detachment. It's about a pause. It's about meditation. It's about being in deep thought for a while, and I started to think about ennui as a kind of threatened state because especially with all these jingling apps and interruptions, is that we don't really get to have a deep thought because you're constantly being shaken from it and
Right.
provided with some entertainment. And but it's from like unless you get a bit bored, you probably aren't going to like invent the next thing. I think it's a sort of necessary creative,
Mm-hmm.
fertile leap to
Mm-hmm.
move into something else. Like it's a little bit of dissatisfaction.